Using the NELiX TransaX QuickBooks module is extremely easy. Start by going into the Customers menu, selecting NELiX TransaX, and choosing Process Payment. First, you will decide how you would like to apply your payment. You can apply the payment to customers' open invoices, apply it to a specific invoice, create a new sales receipt, or apply to an existing sales receipt. In our case, we will apply to a customer's open invoices. Next, choose your customer. Once selected, the customer's information will pre-populate based on the QuickBooks customer record. You have the ability to change any information as desired. The total amount due for this customer will also pre-populate. You have the ability to change this amount, and we will apply an $800 partial payment in our example. You may also enter a description. This description will appear on the email receipt sent by the NELiX TransaX gateway. Next, select your payment method. In our case, we will process a MasterCard credit card payment. You may also choose to process an ACH or e-check payment if you are using that feature of the NELiX TransaX gateway. Next, enter your credit card. By default, the NELiX TransaX QuickBooks module will create a customer vault record in the NELiX TransaX gateway. This allows you to rebill this customer on subsequent transactions without having to re-enter any billing information. If you do not wish to store the information, you may uncheck this box. Additionally, if you have made any changes to the billing, shipping, phone, or email fields, you can choose to update the customer record in QuickBooks. Once completed, you can choose to process and close, which will process the transaction and exit out of the NELiX TransaX QuickBooks module, or process anew, which will process the transaction and bring you back to this dialog box to process another transaction. In our case, we will process and close. The transaction will run and the status will appear. In our case, our transaction was successful. If there is an unsuccessful transaction, you will remain on the NELiX TransaX QuickBooks module dialog box, and you may make changes and try to run the transaction again. Upon clicking OK, you will be brought to the record that was created in the process of running the transaction. In our case, we applied our payment to open invoices, so a customer payment record was created and is opened for us. It shows us the $800 that we applied, the transaction ID returned from the NELiX TransaX gateway, and the QuickBooks algorithm will automatically determine how to apply the payments that you have run. In our case, you can see that an $800 partial payment was applied to invoice 10003. You may make any changes you would like to the customer payment record before saving. Thank you very much.